Hey everybody, my name is 16 Shadow. This is one of the parts of my top 10 video games of 2015. Now, of course, this could be from 50, 40, 30, 20, or exactly 10. So, whatever you're watching this, please like the video, subscribe, link below, and of course, the official complete edition will be out later on. And of course, please tell me if you agree or disagree with my ranking of the games, and of course, disclaimer, there will be maybe spoilers, so enjoy. So Uncharted Nathan Drake collection basically is just all 3 games in one, including all the freaking multiplayer in just one. Of course, there's an HD rescale of all 3 games: Drake's Deception, Among Thieves, Thieves End, and Drake's Fortune or Deception, whatever I just said. But realistically, that's kind of really it. Other than you could actually play the beta of Uncharted 4. Which I totally forget the name of it right now, but if I just said Among Thieves or Thieves End or whatever. So it's just basically that on the PS4, and realistically, you can probably get it cheaper if you buy all 3 used on the PS3, but if you want to get them all at once, I say it's a pretty good deal. So Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, basically, it's just another Monster Hunter game, and yes, it's the definitive edition of Monster Hunter, of course, if that's ever actually came out without being the name Ultimate in the game since Japan. But in reality, in my opinion, it's not as great. It does, of course, improve some things from the original, or it's not 3 original, but from 3 Ultimate, from the Wii U and 3DS version, but this one's only 3DS only, which kind of pisses me off a little bit because I wanted it personally on the Wii U, but hey, whatever. But it does have the Nintendo DLC, which kind of makes it worth it in my opinion, so that's why it's a little bit higher than the last entry, just a teeny bit because of, well, it's a newer game. So yeah, that's seriously it. Please put it on like a console. Capcom, please just do that, okay? Thank you. Rocket League is actually a very freaking interesting game that was actually very creative and not really thought of that well, that it personally just went so freaking well that no one thought it'd be a successful hit until you actually played. Now, I guess Rocket League community was actually a thing before that console release, which actually really made it big this year, but in my opinion, I played it for a short amount of time and I really liked it. But the thing is, of course, I liked about 47 other games better, but anyways, but still, it's fun, it's good to go. It's gonna be on multi-plat soon, not just Sony, so I have to say, go give it a shot. It's you racing with cars in a soccer field, hitting a soccer ball into the goal. It's like genius, and plus it gets addicting, and I can't even say that it's a bad thing because it's a good thing. In a way, I felt like this could have been like a free-to-play kind of game, but whatever, it's good for what it is. Just go try it out regardless, okay? So Under Night in Birth EXE Late is actually a freaking amazing fighting game. It was very underrated and out of like the blue in my opinion, that I just had to play it. Now for what I played of it, it's actually very fun. But the thing is, a lot of the characters I do not straight up know. It just does not like resonate with me all that well with some of the characters. But yet it's a very intuitive freaking game that I still don't really get the concept of the story, which it's interesting but not too much in my opinion. There's of course other better fighting games this year that came out, but I do gotta say, if you like weird or interesting kind of fighting games, try this one out. You might actually really like it, like myself. So Citizens of Earth, yeah, I had to say that really weird. It's very iconic when it's inspiration from Earthbound, which I really like. It's a modern Earthbound clone game, but it's a good clone game. It has like the president of the world representing and or trying to get some like characters to help him, well, save the world or something, and it's so different and it's interesting. Good. I just have to say, bravo, Atlas, guys, good job. Like, I can't even explain it. I have played it for a bit, but if I played it for maybe longer and actually understand the whole reasons of certain other things, I think I would actually put it a little bit higher up on the list. But in reality, I have to put it where it is right now. So yeah, that's seriously it. So Hatsumika Project Myra DX is basically just Hatsumika Project Diva F, but on a portable device, not including the PS Vita and or PSP if that was a thing or not. But it's on the 3DS, and I think it's interesting. Of course, the characters' designs are not the same; they're chibi form this time, and it's just basically the exact same game from the past, well, Hatsumika Project Diva F games. So, you know, it's still great, but I don't know if it's really that different or that, well, better, but it could be in the same kind of aspect as number 2, but in reality that it just felt like it was the exact same game with a couple new things that didn't really push it for me. But I do give it credit for trying, and of course I do, you know, promote a lot of this kind of stuff a lot on my personal channels, and I just have to say, go try it out. I mean, yeah, it's way better than Persona 4 Dancing All Night, I tell you that. But it's really for your own, you know, your own kind of ideal game if you like those kind of games. Which is, it's like Guitar Hero, but on the screen on others' part. It's kind of hard to explain, but all I have to say is just go check it out. It's pretty good. So yeah. So this has been the first Final Fantasy game in years I've actually been really excited about, and I'm serious about this. Now, this game was actually a HD ported version of the original back on a PC, which of course I don't play PC games, so I was actually very excited about this game on the PS4, and I gotta say, it's very good. In my opinion, it's really great. I'm not that, like, favorited, I could say, or really that interested in the original Final Fantasy kind of, like, you know, strategy RPG kind of style games, but this one just screams action RPG battle style, which I like from like Tales of franchise and Star Ocean. So that's why I put this one like higher, you know, list than maybe a last year's entry, because Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns was like 50 exactly. So it's just, my opinion, it's so much funner than that, and I can't even think that where I can't even like the originals anymore, and so I'm really hoping that Final Fantasy VII Remake is kind of like that too, which I think it is. But still, I'm very excited about this game, and I have to say, just please try it out. If you don't like Final Fantasy, you might like Tales of, try this game instead. And of course, if you get this on time, you can get a free downloadable copy of Final Fantasy 15 Episode Deuce-K, so go check it out. So Dragon Ball Z Extreme Butoden, basically it's just retelling a lot of the games from the Japanese original games from Famicom, and it's just basically a bunch of Dragon Ball Z characters, but a lot of them just assist characters. In my opinion, I don't really like that. I still like to see the big roster since we got that from Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, which is probably never ever going to happen again, which is really sad, other than remaking it or HD remaster or something like that. And in reality, it's still a fun game. It's a 2D fighter game like Street Fighter and stuff, with Dragon Ball Z characters, of course, and also some Dragon Ball Z like mechanics and stuff, but just a lot of assist characters that really kind of pisses me off, and that it feels like you have to work a lot just to get these characters. And well, it's still a good game regardlessly, but I feel like there's another Dragon Ball Z game that kind of is better this year. So Resident Evil Revelations 2, it's an amazing game. It continues the amazingness from Resident Evil Revelations 1 from, you know, like a year or two ago, and I really dig this one because we're with the daughter of Barry, and of course I think we're still with what's her face or his new character. I don't really remember her name right now, but in reality, it's a really good game. I actually give it a really better reception of Resident Evil Revelations 1, and of course 6, of course. Not sure about Raccoon City, but I am looking for that new one next year, Capcom, about Resident Evil Hardcore, so I'm looking into that. But in reality, please go check this game out. I mean, I am sad it's not on the Wii U, but still, go check it out. So remember when I mentioned that Dr. Mario is getting kind of old? Well, they kind of tried something different, which is one's Puzzles and Dragons, which Puzzles and Dragons was a pretty big, successful game franchise in Japan, which they bring over here. Now it's a big one too. And basically, it's another Tetris kind of clone, but it's good. It's better. Well, not better, but it's very different. It's kind of like Candy Crush in a way, but also kind of Dr. Mario. So go check it out. And plus, there's a Super Mario version of this as well. That's like a double bonus right there, and plus, it's very, very cheap. So please, just go check it out. You might actually really like this game. I do, but it's not as great as the other ones in this list, of course.
Chaos Control!